Hey everybody, Andrea Emmes here, and I'm in my booth, and we're going to record another sample from a really cool audiobook that I'm doing this week called Cinderella Screwed Me Over by the hilarious Cindi Madsen, and it's going to be published through Dreamscape Media. So thank you, Eric. Oh my God, this is such a funny book. If you love rom-coms, this is the perfect book for you. I mean, I feel like it could be a movie. So Darby Quinn is this 28-year-old who is super jaded and cynical about relationships. And it's really all because of the fairy tales that she was taught as a young girl that she really feels has misrepresented relationships and men and how the whole thing should work. So she's got this theory. And for fun, I put Ariel in the back. I have two Ariel pillow and an Ariel stuffed animal. Since it's about fairy tales, sort of. I used to be Ariel back in the day, a long time ago at Disney MGM Studios, which was like one of the best jobs ever, but I digress. Anyway, I'm going to do a little recording, and I hope you enjoy it. All right. Cinderella screwed me over. And really, she doesn't deserve all the blame. Jasmine, Ariel, Belle, Sleeping Beauty, whatever her real name was, she had like 3 of them. They all added to it. This idea of happily ever after. Of finding Prince Charming. If you rewatch Cinderella now, you'll realize there are some similarities between Prince Charming and the guys you've dated. Cute, charismatic, and kind of lazy. After all, what did the prince in Cinderella really do? He danced with Cinderella, thought she was pretty and picked up her shoe. Then did he go after her? Nope, he sent the Duke. You'd think if he were as in love as he claimed, he would have gone himself. Instead, he was like, well, as long as her foot's that small, she'll probably be about right for me. That's what's sold to us, forced down our throats as one of the greatest romances of all time. The brainwashing starts at about 2 or 3 years old, when you first hear The brainwashing starts at about 2 or 3 years old, when you first hear fairy tales about princesses, castles, ball gowns, and everybody living happily ever after. It's no wonder that by 16, you're shocked when your boyfriend cares more about looking cool or copping a feel than sweeping you off your feet. So you tell yourself it'll get better when you're older. Then you get older. You remain optimistic because you watch romantic comedies now. They've become your new, more realistic fairy tales. You see lovey-dovey couples everywhere you go, proving that romance is still out there. Around the early to mid-20s, some of your friends start getting married. You keep waiting for it to happen to you. I waited and waited. But the more dating experience I got, the more I realized that guys aren't princes and love fades, replaced with either mediocre feelings or full-on contempt. I looked back at my relationships and noticed my dating life had been more like Con Air than Cinderella. You know, bumpy and full of bad guys. Still, I tried to stay positive, kept hoping the right guy was out there. I dated every man in the city. Well, not literally, but after a while they all started to blur together. Dating became this sadistic ritual that always ended the same way. Disappointment. With each bad date, each failed relationship, I grew more and more cynical. It was on my 26th birthday that it finally hit me. Love is bullshit. There was no happily ever after. Whew. Yeah, she's got some issues about it, but you know what? Man, is this a hilarious book, and it takes you on a really funny journey and her quest for love or not love. So I really hope you enjoy it. Get it when it comes out, which I'm actually not 100% sure, but sometime by the end of this year, I suppose. And as always, thanks for listening.